What is going on, homeboys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a Brawl Stars tier list, and right before we get into it, I would just ask that y'all watch this whole video because I put a lot of effort into it and I would appreciate that. Anyway, let's get into it. Firstly, starting off, we have 8-Bit, the worst brawler in the game. No, I'm kidding. He's actually alright. He's good. Some people can really use him and be good with him. I personally am horrible with him. So I'm going to put him in D tier just because I feel like some people are good with him, but others are really bad. It just depends, right? Amber just feels like cheating. She's so auto aim, it's so annoying. Like, it doesn't take any skill to play her, so I'm gonna put her in C tier. Ash is really good right now. He's always been pretty good. I'm gonna just put him in A. Barley, A tier. He's very underrated in a lot of different scenarios. B is probably A tier for me as well. B has kind of come back in the meta a little bit. Her slow is really good. Obviously her shots are really good. They do a lot of damage. Belle, probably low S to A. She's probably the best sniper in the game right now. BB, it depends on how good you are with her, but for me, she's probably D to C. Bo, probably a low A to B tier brawler. His shots are really good in heist. Probably B tier for me. Bonnie, low A tier. Used to be really good in the meta, but she's kind of fallen off recently. Brock is definitely high A to low S. I'd probably put him top A tier. Bull with the first hypercharge brawler here. This one is going to be a little bit controversial. I don't really know where to put him, honestly. If I had to put him somewhere, I would probably say C tier, but I don't know, probably C tier. Buster, he got a buff. I would probably put him C tier above BB. Okay, hot take on Buzz here. I think Buzz is one of the worst brawlers in the game. Like, he's D to F. He just gets countered by so many brawlers now. Like, just knockbacks, slows. His super, it's only really good from long range because it does more of a stun, right? So I would say D tier. Byron's coming back in the meta, which is horrifying. I would say probably B tier for Byron. Carl, solid A tier brawler. Chester, C tier. I feel like I don't really have to do that much explaining here. Colette, probably a C tier brawler. Probably high C tier, below Chester. Colt, another hypercharged brawler. I don't think his hypercharge really helps him that much, personally. I would probably put him C tier above Chester. Cordelius, man, it's tough, right? Because he used to be really good. Now he's kind of fallen off. I would say bottom of A tier above Carl. Crow, first S tier brawler. Crow is really good right now. Obviously everyone knows his slows are really good. I don't want to have to go in that much detail about it. We have Daryl. Daryl is really good in my opinion. I would say he's probably right there in A tier. Doug is so predictable now. I just feel like he's kind of fallen off and was never really that good. I would say in between C and D, probably right around there. Dynamite, again, skill cap brawler, depends on how good you are with them, therefore I'm just going to stick him in the C tier. Edgar, F tier, I don't really have to do that much explaining. Then we have El Primo. Again, it kind of depends on how good you are with him, because he can be really good for some people and really bad for others, so I would probably put him around the B tier. Ems, again, probably a B tier. Oh, I picked the wrong one. I'll go with Eve instead. Eve, S tier brawler for sure. Ems, B tier brawler, probably top of B. Fang is really good, probably one of the better tanks in the game right now. Probably not as good as Ash, however, I do think he can do a lot of damage. His super is really good, and it does not take that long to get his super. We're just gonna move on from that one. Again, Gale, F tier. Jean, kind of fallen off. Hard to hit pulls with Jean now. I would honestly almost go D tier, but he's pretty good in some maps, so probably above Colette. Yeah. Then we have Gray. Gray's S tier, one of the best supers in the game. Griff, again, depends on how good you are with him, but I would probably say top of C tier. Grom is really, really strong right now. I would probably put him middle of A. Probably one of the best throwers in the game. Gus, it kind of depends on how good you are with him. Pros really like him. I like him. I would probably say lower A tier for Gus. Hank, F tier. He got a buff, still not very good. Jackie. Now, I think Jackie actually is going to come back a little bit with her, oh my gosh, hypercharge. With her hypercharge. I think she will be probably a C tier brawler with her hypercharge. Janet, I haven't seen too many Janets recently, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I've probably seen one in the past week. Like, no one plays her. She's probably a D tier for me. Oh boy, Jessie. It kind of depends on how good you are with Jessie. In my opinion, she's pretty good. A lot of people disagree. I'll go top of B. Leon. Leon's kind of fallen off as far as the pro scene. For normal players, he's probably S tier, but I would probably put him low A. Lola, again, a low A brawler in my opinion. She can be really good in certain maps and does a lot of damage. I would probably put her above Leon and Gus. Lou, only good in heist, therefore I'm going to put him D tier. Maisie. Maisie is kind of in between B and C. Her shots are really hard to hit, but her super is really, really good, so I'd probably put her B tier. Next up is my favorite brawler, Mandy. I love Mandy. I think her shots are pretty hard to hit, but she's probably one of the most fun brawlers in the game to play. I'd just stick her in B tier because I like her. I haven't seen too many maxes recently in the game, but she's always good with her movement speed. She's slightly overrated, I feel like, but I'd probably put her in B tier. Meg, I hate Meg. Like, this is also equivalent how good she is. Her mech is horrible. I just don't think she's very good. Mortis, F tier. I don't have to say anything. Mr. P was really, really good. Probably a mid-A brawler, and now he's probably a mid-B brawler. I don't really know what happened to him. Maybe he got nerfed. Nanny. This is going to shock most of you. I think Nanny's an A tier. I played with him the other day, and I literally won like every game and got like 10 kills a game. He's really good. Nita. I'm going to go S tier for Nita, only because I think she's really, really, really good in certain scenarios in Brawl Ball and games like that. Like, no one's going to play a Nita in Knockout, okay? But in Brawl Ball, in the right scenarios, Nita is one of the best brawlers in the game. Otis. It kind of depends on how good you are with them, so I'm going to just put him in C tier. Pam, again, I don't know. Pam's a good healer, so I'd probably say B tier for Pam, probably middle of B tier. Penny. Penny's fallen off a lot. I'd probably put her towards the bottom of C tier, in my opinion. Piper. Unpopular opinion on Piper. It really just depends if you hit your shots or not. I don't think she's that good. I would probably put her below Mandy. Poco. Poco, he's a good healer, good option. I mean, probably a B tier brawler. RT, S tier. One of the best brawlers in the game, by far. His shots do a ton of damage once you get the first one. And his super is really, really good in the right scenarios. Rico, again, S tier. I've been playing with him a lot recently, and I've been getting 10 kill games with him more than any other brawler in any scenario. Rosa is probably towards the top of A tier. She's probably the best tank in the game right now, if I had to say. Ruffs. I would say lower A tier for Ruffs. He is really versatile in 3v3 modes, and I think his super is really, really good. Sam, I would probably say mid A tier for Sam. He is really, really good. Probably the second or third best tank in the game. I'd probably, if I had to rate these four, it would probably be like this, but he's a good tank, good option. Sandy, B tier. Maybe even C, honestly. Probably lower B for Sandy. Her range kills her. Shelly, with the hypercharge, S tier. Probably not as good as Crow, in my opinion. Hypercharge changes it. Spike, S tier, just for the hypercharge, I would say. Hypercharges aren't that good, but on brawlers like these, where they're already really good brawlers, I would say the hypercharge does make a pretty big impact. Sprout, I like Sprout. I hate playing against her, but I like to play her, if that makes sense. I would say she's probably a low A brawler. Squeak, S tier, not as good as he used to be, but I would say still pretty good. Stu is probably high A to S right now. I'd probably put him probably right here. Stu's pretty good. Surge, his movement speed kills him. However, I do think he's a tier brawler. Tara, S tier. I don't really think I have to say too much about Tara. She's really good right now. People have been underrating her for a while. I think she's one of the best brawlers in the game. Tick, high A to S. High A to S. In Bounty and Knockout, he's really good. I'm just going to put him right below Brock. Willow, I think she's an A tier brawler. She can be really good. Her super is really useful in like Brawl Ball and certain scenarios and other game modes. Anyway, thank y'all for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I appreciate you watching. Thank you.